back with Adam Stone, publisher of The Examiner. We are at the Mount Pleasant Public Library on Bedford Road. They have a beautiful calligraphy exhibit that's up right now that provides our backdrop, and I thought it was a perfect place to kind of take a little walk down memory lane and look at the very first issues of The Examiner. So Adam, you have this very special bundle here. Tell me what this is.
Yes, this is a mock-up of The Examiner that I printed for a couple $100 in August of 2007 before debuting the actual first print edition. And I took those copies and went around to local retailers and sold advertising in advance of the September 11, 2007 debut of the newspaper.
I think that's incredible, you know? I mean, to have the vision that there was a need in the community and someone else wasn't going to do it, right? So you were going to do it, and you needed to get the money to do it, and so you had to convince people to give you the money.
Right, and of course I went straight to the places that knew me. I, went to the bagel shop, the place I got my pizza, first, stuff like that, where, people that I knew who might be more inclined to support something. As it went along, you branch out. But those were the first people I went to. I knew because I shopped at their stores.
So you found support in the community for this vision, and it's now been how many years?
Going on 12 years.
That's amazing. So now tell me about your first issues. What do we have here?
This right here is the September 11, 2007 debut Mount Kisco edition of the newspaper. At the time, we were doing separate covers and back pages. If you flip it around, you'll see the back page football from that week. And we did a separate Mount Kisco and Pleasantville edition. With the, as you can see, very heavy newspaper stock. Early, so that got a lot of people's attention.
Just spoke with the director of the library here, and he was saying The Examiner flies off the rack. It absolutely is still filling its need.
So this is the 10th anniversary section that we put out a couple of years. It has my reflections of the newspaper, our editor's reflections, and a lot of favorite covers, both news and sports. So that was fun to put together.
Now, can you remember any particular news story that was particularly exciting for you guys to publish?
There's a lot of them. I mean, small town Pleasantville story connected to that. Ralph the barber, who you might want to talk to one of these days. He was the one who told me about the story first and took a photo of what had happened. And then moments later, our Pleasantville reporter at the time was there, and she was on the scene. And then we quickly broke a story online, and then eventually had something more in depth in print. And actually, it ended up this past April winning a Spot News Award for the New York Press Association. So, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah. Now this is the current issue, and I'm going to pull out the sports section here, because it's like a nice little pullout.
Sports is just a big part of what makes the paper popular. Young people love picking up the newspaper, especially for sports, which is interesting, given what everybody talks about as far as the print and the real challenges it faces. But I remember very early on in 2007, right out of the gate when we first started, kids at Pleasantville Pizza gathering, picking up the print newspaper to see their picture in the paper, their friend's picture in the paper, to read about what's going on in their school, especially with sports. It's a different experience than the online experience.
Definitely. I feel like things go by so fast online.
It's more transient.
It comes and goes, and did it even happen? Is there any proof? And here there's tangible.
Some physical evidence.
The photography's great.
The Andy Jacobs, our lead sports photographer, editor for the Examiner edition, is as good of a photographer as you can imagine. He's truly incredible. So we're lucky to have him.
I so enjoyed meeting you and getting a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at producing The Examiner. So everyone look out for it on racks everywhere around Pleasantville on Tuesdays, and then online at theexaminernews.com.
Exactly.
Adam,
Perfect.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Patty. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys. Hi everyone, I hope you're enjoying Pleasantville Insider. If so, go to parkbench.com/Pleasantville and subscribe to keep up to date on all of our local happenings. You can also reach me through there if you have any questions about home maintenance or if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Westchester County. I'm Patty Anker, a realtor with Better Homes and Gardens Rand Realty in Thornwood, New York, and I'll see you around town.